Hi, morning Lebo. Thanks for having me.
Simone, let's talk about what inspired that art fair and who's it aimed at.
So, you know, as we know, Africa's hot. There's a lot of exciting, innovative, great work coming out of Africa. And as an Art South Africa initiative, obviously we're exposed to that on a daily basis. And we decided, you know, it's time to put this all together and give artists a platform for the artist in an affordable, accessible environment that's unintimidating, it's urban, it's edgy, it's really reflective of the climate of the contemporary African art world at the moment.
Speak to us about the different features of that art fair.
So that art fair, we obviously aim to have, you know, independent artists as well as artists represented by galleries. It is very much an artist-driven and artist-focused art fair. And that art fair will feature, you know, photography, painting, sculpture. We've also got a Future Masters feature, which is quite prominent on the program. And that's basically a platform for mid-career artists who operate within and outside of the established contemporary art scene, but it serves to bridge the divide between the older established market and the new emerging markets. We also have comic art, which will be a feature of Comic Art Africa, which is Art South Africa's new sister publication, and that'll be curated by the editor Andrew Lamprecht and Moray Roda, who was the Open Book Comics Fest coordinator last year in Cape Town. Then we also have a soapbox, which is basically a speaker's platform, and you can come up and have your say. There'll be video and film, fashion and arts. We've got Malabongwe Tilo and Sandiso Ngubani from Skati What Are You Wearing, who've partnered to bring their unique brand of fashion, arts and culture crossover. We've got an art supermart. There'll be photography with a solo exhibition by Namsulueba, who was the cover artist of the 13.1 September issue of Art South Africa. And that'll be great to have her here as well. Snapped Publication, which is a photographic magazine, will be curating the best of the print edition on its own platform. We hope to have live art, urban art, some 3D printing, an art party, a sculpture and installations. So there's really something for everyone.
Mm-hmm. And how are the artists taking part in the fair selected?
Well, it goes through a selection process. We're still accepting applications, and you can find out everything you need to know as an artist on our website, thatartfair.com. So basically they apply and they go through a selection panel of the Art South Africa team and the founders and publishers, Brendan and Suzette Bell-Roberts. We've got a host of other gallerists and artists who kind of give inputs, and it's basically just anything that's exciting and fresh and new.
Mm-hmm. Why, in your opinion, was it important to create a platform for African artists who work under the radar?
Well, I think that it's important in the sense that there's so much happening, and there's this burgeoning creative scene that it just makes sense to showcase it, you know. We also have a focus, a very, very heavy focus and a passion for growing a fresh generation of collectors and audiences in an exciting new environment. We want to expose audiences to these artists, and we want to expose these early career artists to new audiences. I think it also provides artists an opportunity for immediate sales. And then launching their work into the contemporary art world gives them a chance to gauge the public's response to their work and also to meet other creatives for potential future collaborations.
All right. And why was it important for you to have the event take place alongside Design Indaba Expo and the Cape Town Art Fair?
Well, I think that art fair is a valuable addition to Cape Town's creative calendar. There's so many visitors coming in from around the world and around the country over that period, and you know, there's such a crossover between what we're doing, and I think it makes sense to take advantage of that and to have people going from one to the other and really take advantage of what's happening in Cape Town during that period and that influx of people, and there's really a creative, exciting feeling in the air, and I think we also just wanted to harness that energy and that traction and just make it this huge thing for Cape Town in general and for our creative economy.
All right, Simone, thank you so much for talking to us. Simone Schultz speaking on behalf of that art fair, which takes place from the 27th of February to the 1st of March and is a platform for African artists who work under the radar of the traditional art establishment and who do things a little differently. Let's take